Welcome back to Tempo Control. Now, Bethesda made some interesting news this week, talking about Fallout 4 and its DLC plans. 3 downloadable content plans were laid out over the next few months. The first of which being Automatron, which is $10 in the United States, coming in March 2016, where you can basically build and mod robot companions. The second of these being Wasteland Workshop, $5 in the United States in April 2016, where you can capture wild creatures for your settlement. The third and largest of these is Far Harbor, $25 in the United States in May 2016, and it's essentially a story expansion that takes place off the coast of Maine. Though that's not all from Bethesda, as they say more than $60 worth of Fallout adventures and features are planned throughout the rest of 2016. And that means they are raising the price of their season pass. Now, I'm someone who's bought season passes in the past. I bought one for LA Noire, I bought the BioShock Infinite season passes, and I felt like those were good investments. They were worth it. There was a slight discount if you had, bought in advance. But some people, they don't like it, and understandably so. It can turn into a really scummy practice. These companies charging up front and not necessarily delivering, that's a big issue. So the Fallout 4 season pass jumps from $30 to $50. And at least as a sign of goodwill, Bethesda is giving players until March 1st to pay that $30 price until it jumps to $50. At least there's a wait there. It could just have been, changing it right now. Sorry, if you were a real fan, you would have gotten it before, but you're missing out. At least it's not like that. Now, this isn't the first game as of late to make this kind of change where the studio realizes that they're kind of in over their head. They've made more than what they could charge for. And so Dying Light was another example with their expansion of The Following, where they jumped their season pass price from $20 to $30. Not as stark, and they gave about a week or so for players to get on the $20 price. But basically saying Bethesda's not the first to try this. So what does this mean for the consumer? I think it really you have to place a lot of trust in the consumer to go with what they want to do, what the consumer thinks is best for their money. And I think the consumer has to put the faith in certain studios that they think can deliver on the promises. I mean, certainly, studios, Warner Brothers, Rocksteady, did Arkham Knight really live up to the $40 season pass? That's questionable. What about EA with Star Wars Battlefront? Has that really performed up to $50 worth of content? Yeah, yes, they're saying that they're planning stuff throughout the year, but $50 worth up front? I mean, that was a ridiculous one up front when we didn't really know much of anything coming from that game's future DLC plans. Though I think it really just shows what an admirable and shining example CD Projekt Red is doing with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and its DLC plans. They had a season pass up front early. There was, all the 16 free DLCs, that was great and, showed a great faith in the consumer. But $25 for a season pass for 2 expansions. And the first one, Hearts of Stone, that delivered. I mean, a lot of people love that one. Blood and Wine is still yet to come out. But if they match at least the quality of Hearts of Stone, that's totally worth $25. And you don't see a price hike from them. So I think it really just depends at the end of the day. Trust the developers you want to trust. I mean, I would trust Rockstar, I'd trust Naughty Dog, CD Projekt Red, and you know what? I think Bethesda is one that you could trust as well. They seem to put good work into their games, and does it seem really steep for $50? Yes, but that's why you have until March 1st, and if you're a big Fallout 4 fan, why not jump? $30 gives you all that extra content. I'm not totally against season passes, but we'll see how that goes.